proprio la posa, dai, grande, guarda verso la spalla un pochino, sì, 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 tira un po' la cordina così, oh, dai, questa, brava.
Actually, it was a matter of money, to tell you the truth, because I didn't have a job. I decided to do. I went to a studio for an audition only because somebody heard me in a discotheque. So it wasn't really anything, that I chose. It was out of necessity because basically I went to work in the studios because I cost less because I'm English. So at the time they were doing lots of songs, lots of cover versions of songs, and they had tight budgets, all these studios, and so they called me because I took less time in the studios, and I have a bit of an archive here, and so I knew practically every song that I was supposed to do, or if I didn't know it, I learnt it very quickly. So that was basically the reason. But actually, I was very lucky because I got to know the right people at the right time, and it worked out very well. I've been very, very lucky. Very lucky. I came to the recording studios at the right time. With knowing the right people, trustworthy, very talented people, and it just worked out. So there you go. I was lucky, and that's it.
Sexy boy.
How did I get first in touch with Giancarlo Pasquini? Well, at the time he was working in Mantova in the famous Harlequin Studios, but I didn't know who he was. I just went there for a rehearsal. Somebody took me there for an audition, and I got there, and I remember this day perfectly. Sandro Oliva was at the piano, and grande, wonderful Gino Caria. He was very, very nice to me, and he took me down into the studio, and I was going, oh, what am I supposed to do here? And Sandro played something on the piano. I think it was something from Whitney Houston, if I remember. And Giancarlo said, go into that place there, you go and sing. All right. Okay, so I put on the headphones, all new to me, and I heard Sandro with the piano, and I just started to sing along. So at the end, it stopped, and he said, okay, next week, is that okay? Sorry? Next week, come and do a record. Yeah, okay, I didn't know what hit me, of course. I mean, it's just fun for me. It's the only thing that I knew how to do, so started a lot of fun those years. Started a lot of fun. Wow, there are so many things that we did together, Giancarlo and I, and with Sandro and Gino. It was a very good team, and also Andrea Leonardi came around as well. We did some amazing pieces. My favourite pieces, well, I liked Donna, because I heard the music and I had to put up some kind of lyrics to it. And I thought, okay. So I just went away for a couple of minutes, came back, and my pen started going, yes, go on. I had this idea, and it just started, and it was more or less that. And I just wrote things down, that's all. And so I like that one. I also like Give Me Love. Those kinds of things where I was doing all choral work and stuff. Planet of the Warriors. I'm very fond of Planet of the Warriors. Okay, I like that one very much. Eurobeat or Eurodance, for me, it's Euro energy, it's Euro fantastic, and I just love doing it.
Mettiamo in luce alla grande adesso. Guardami con l'occhio, guarda, devi fare la furbetta, così, bravissimo.
What was my journey to Eurodance like? Ooh, well, I didn't really notice. I I just love singing, and any chance that I could get at doing going to the studio, and who would have me and say sing this, and I thought great, because it was a big learning curve, and I was very lucky to be able to have done it. I think Eurodance and Eurobeat are obviously not the same, but it just went very, very smoothly from one to the other, and the two intertwined, and so for me it's just making music, which is great.
Questo qua proprio snob. Non ci... Dai che sei simpaticissima così. Vediamo, guardami. Sì.
Well, let's say that Eurobeat is obviously, I think it's the name given to high energy in Europe, because it's a European, or mostly a European production. And Eurodance is anything that's going, and pop or whatever. And Eurodance is always very popular. It's everybody. It's the floor filler, isn't it? And they compare because they just both have an amazing energy to them. And they are very similar, absolutely. For me, they are, because I was doing one. I'm doing one. I'm doing the other. And I'm one of those people who just really loves melody. So, if you get a good beat to it as well, whether it's an energy beat, a Eurobeat beat, or a Eurodance beat, and it's just a kind of music I'm very fond of. Also, growing up with it, if you like, and being able to have great training with those kinds of categories. It was just, I like both of them. They're very similar, and they're different in the sense that high energy, sometimes got to those really, really fast BPMs, up to 155, 160, and it was, I think it was a bit too fast. But the old ones, I like the older ones, and maybe, we're slowly losing a couple of BPMs to get back to a more danceable rhythm. And they're great, great, great songs. Very energetic. Well, I kind of put energy on one side because I was doing other projects. I was doing writing for other people, or doing various vocals. I just left energy to one side for a bit. And then in the early 2000s, I decided just to go back, because I noticed that a lot of people who followed energy music were still wondering where I was, basically. Where is Annalie, and is she doing anything, and why isn't she on the scene? So I didn't anticipate this kind of consistency and stuff, from fans and what have you. So I thought, well, why not? Let's go back and do something. And to be honest, I really like what I found. The beat was fine, the speed was fine, the energy was still always the same. I was given the chance to be able to write stuff as well and collaborate with people that I worked best with. So it was a great time.
Oh, sì, ferma un attimo, così.
Donna, Planet of the Warriors. Give Me Love. I like that one. Very, as you notice, they're still the very melodic songs. They're very, they're those kinds of songs where you can anticipate a bridge or a chorus and a line of chorals, and you can basically sing along with it, which is what I really like in a song. I find it comforting to be able to think that, okay, the chorus is arriving, I can sing along to it. Okay, and those songs particularly mirror this kind of structure. What can we expect from Annalie? Well, last year, towards the end of last year, somebody approached me with a project, and they said, why don't we collaborate with this? And it's a new single called Happy Birthday. It doesn't appeal just to a certain section. I think Happy Birthday is a general song that can appeal to anybody, kids and adults alike. And it's just a very happy song that can be played for anybody. because everybody has a birthday, don't they? It was an interesting project just to be able to get in front of the microphone, which is something that I, incidentally, if you didn't know, that I love doing. And the project it's a team project. Okay, Alberto Moggi, Sandro Oliva, which I'm very happy to be working with again. Who I'm very happy to be working with again. Carlo Cantini. In fact, this is where he lives most of the time, and it's I think that we'll see how it goes. I'd like to do it, to do more projects, do more records, sing some more. Let's see what happens. I don't have any plans, but I don't not have any plans. So we'll see what happens. Well, obviously I'm always in contact with Sandro Oliva, and we've done this project together, and so Sandro Oliva is always part of the musical career. Never, he has never not been a part of my musical career.
All right, I see.
I met Mega Energy Man a couple of weeks ago, and we had a long chat. It was years since I'd seen him,
Yes.
but he's very enthusiastic. I don't know if we'd be working together, but it would be very nice to collaborate again.
All right.
Then there are so many other people.
I would love
Probably,
to.
I don't know. A lot of talent has come along during these years, and it'd be ace to work with everybody.
Okay.
We will see.
See ya. Bye bye.
Presa il sorriso adesso, questo col sorriso. Sì.
The only thing I'd like to share with my fans and the people who or my virtual friends, whatever, the only thing I'd like to share at the moment is happy birthday. Why don't you listen to it? I'm sure you'll like it. That's what I'd like to share with you all at the moment. Well, happy birthday you can find on all digital stores, iTunes, you can find it on Amazon, you can see it on Spotify. Yeah, it's a good idea. This is the cover. This is quite colourful, you can't miss it. These are Joseph B, Brothers Albi Moggi. You can see all the people that are involved in this project. And yeah, you can buy it on any digital store, okay? Just go and see. Thanks.
You're the hero today. I say, you're